Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. Kisses to all of you. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. I really miss you guys. Love hanging out with you. It's so cool. I mean, I know I just did a live, but I really wanted to get on and do like a video because I haven't done one in a while. This is going to be on George the Giant Slayer. I did send him an email to see if I could use his videos as deep dives, but pretty much until I get full permission, we're just going to hear the background of it. Some of you have already watched it, which is good. So since you've already seen it, that's a good thing. That way the video is, what I'm about to talk about is even great. Now, a few things. I want to thank Paula. She's such a wonderful person. She helped me with my channel. She has a really good heart. I know some of you think otherwise, but she is a true dear friend of mine. So let's see what else I want to talk about. Housekeeping stuff. Let's do the Mimi song. 1, 2, 3. It's the Mimi Show. 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 Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm just going to get right down to it. Thank you guys so much for having 6,000 subscribers. I am truly blessed to have all of you as my subscribers. Something is going on with my member page, so I'm trying to get that fixed. And also my thank you chat button as well, because some of you have been asking about that. So I am going to work on that as well. Let's see what else is going on. Joe Biden's son did get convicted on 3 counts. Let's see of what happens to him during this. I'm curious to know what's going to happen to Joe Biden's son versus Donald Trump, because he had 34 convictions. Joe Biden's son had 3 convictions, but no one has the stomach to send a president of the United States to jail. So I don't see that happening for Donald Trump, but and I think he's going to appeal his case. So just a little bit of U.S. news. Now, I also heard too, let's move on to Meghan and Harry. I heard recently through Paula that Meghan is either trying to have another child, planning to have another child, or already pregnant. So that's going to be interesting. I don't see her being pregnant because she's so vain and so self-centered, so self-absorbed, all of that, that I really don't see that her doing it. But we'll see. Okay, this is George, our friend. I'm going to go ahead and get started.
Expiration date, you simply toss it out. You know when milk is past its expiration date, you simply toss it out, right? Well, then you have Harry and Meghan, a couple that has long since curdled in the public eye, yet still insist that they smell like fresh roses.
Are they just both so addicted to...
This is good. So George is letting us know that Meghan and Harry have expired, pretty much. And I agree with him, because they have been branding themselves for the last 5 or 6 years, trying to make a name for themselves, but haven't been very successful. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see a whole bunch of jam being sold on the market. And a website is not going to make you any money, but fans and friends and people that like you will. But since you don't have any friends and family and stuff that care about you, only the Sussex Squad, which doesn't count, they need to call themselves the Hate Squad. And it's interesting how they say that we spew out hate, but they are the main ones going after Catherine the King and the monarchy and all that other stuff, and putting Meghan on this pedestal. I believe that's the type of people she hangs around with, because she doesn't ever want to be told that no, or no. She never wants to be told no. And she wants to be in control and in charge. And that's how it is all the time with her. Harry doesn't have a say in anything. And I heard through the grapevine lately that Harry's been looking really miserable. But Meghan and Harry have expired. They've had plenty of time to come out with some grand planned, thank you, ma'am, kind of a brand that they were supposed to have going on. But as we can clearly see, that is not going on at all. Their popularity is in the toilet. Their relationship is in the toilet. Their businesses is in the toilet. They're really deemed big, fat, expired losers. And that's not hate speech. That's not being mean. That's just being my opinion. And go look it up for yourself and determine if that's the type of person she is. We'll get to it because I know George the Giant Slayer is going to get to the lady of Nigeria. She went in on Meghan. She didn't hold no punches. She didn't hold anything back. She went in. She told Meghan she came over there naked. This ain't the Met Gala. I don't know why you dressing like that and making yourself look desperate and insecure. And that's not how we dress over here. That's not ladylike. Coming over here to our country half naked. Like someone said, all she had to do was Google it and say, what's the attire? What should I wear? What's appropriate? I heard that the men were even uncomfortable standing around her the way she was dressed. Anyway, moving on. This is Candace Owens.
Drama, that they addicted to drama.
They are addicted to drama. Meghan's addicted to drama. She loves drama. She came with drama. She stayed with drama. And she left with drama. And she is full of drama right now. Every time you click on any YouTube page, you're going to hear about the drama that is associated with these two.
Simply go out and come home? Do they always just go home and go, oh, we've been victimized? They go to the grocery store and they get back home, they're like, oh,
we were victimized.
Are they, is this actually how their brains work? Are they both?
Me and my sister was talking earlier and she said she may come on Saturday, which I really hope because this is Juanita. Because I'm planning on doing a live. And so hopefully she graces herself with her presence. And maybe we'll be able to see her. But they're victims. They're not just victims, but they're victims, they're blamers, they're whiners, they've expired, according to George the Giant Slayer. And they just think, like Candace said, do they just come back home and think, okay, I was a victim, someone cut me off, or I was a victim, someone got in front of us at the line at the store, or the paparazzi took a picture and we were trying to get away from them. Just any old thing to make herself out to look like she's the victim. Like when she went on those platforms and was sitting around telling us how YouTube executives that are women shouldn't allow people like myself to have a channel to talk about her despicableness. But what I don't understand is how she thinks it's okay for her to call out her father, her sister, and her brother, and the royal family on the Oprah show, and think that it was okay to do, as if that wasn't a hate. I wouldn't call it hate, but it sure wasn't nothing positive that Meghan was saying about the family. But then she wants us to shut up about the incident. No, you can't come out with drama and then expect us not to have something to say about the drama that you got going on. Hope that made sense.
This stupid and emotional.
Yeah, they are. What? So what are we going to do with them, Mike?
They're stupid and emotional. What? Yes. It's more than emotion. I think that Meghan thinks that she's some princess. First of all, she wanted to be the queen of America. But that wasn't going to happen because we threw her out when she went on the Oprah show talking crazy. It was a divide. It was division. Some people were defending her and some people wasn't. And these are, I'm not even talking about the Sussex squad. I'm just talking about your everyday average people that were voicing their opinion about Megxit and about the Oprah show.
My advice, give everybody a good long whiff and let them decide for themselves. Just take a look at their recent shenanigans. Birthday party bash, elite school drama, Netflix, Shane friends ditching them for greener pastures, Beckham's fame, and American Riviera orchards in the jam, and more.
It's in the
now,
jam.
A couple are collecting.
Meghan, the ARO is in a jam. Her jelly jam is in a jam. Of course she's in a jam. Why would you come out and make some jam and think that that's going to put you back on the market? It was real cheesy. It's real cheesy, that jam. And it just, what it does is it just lets you know where Meghan is as far as branding, being a star, being famous, and how hard she's trying to push to become something, to become Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, or Oprah, or Michelle Obama. She'll never be any of those women. Meghan lacks integrity. She lacks awareness too. Like she doesn't know that the things that she does affects others. I'm gonna rewind that just a little bit, George. I gotta keep going because he's got a lot.
Now a couple are collecting celebrity roasts and snubs like it's their new hobby.
John Lennon's son, Sean Ono Lennon, he tweeted a review of his own. It wasn't
Sean
long.
Lennon.
It was just spare me.
He said he did have empathy over Harry's loss because he lost a parent too at a young age. But he said that's why he was so disappointed with his outlook. He was hoping he'd be smarter, and he called Harry an idiot and a buffoon.
Of course he's an
At this point, I think
idiot.
it's fair to say that Walmart...
Yes, Harry's an idiot. And he called him a buffoon. Wow. Harry, how does it feel for people to go around talking about you because of who you married? Or how does it feel you going around trashing your family because you met this woman? He wasn't doing this before Meghan. Again, he was not trashing, sparing it, docuing it, racism in it before Meghan. It just wasn't happening. And then she came along and Harry had an epiphany and realized that his family is racist. And then he backtracked. Oh, no, they're not racist. No. Meghan, that was the media that said that. No, it's not the media. It's not us. I'm not media, but I do have a channel. It's not us saying that, Harry. It's you and your wife saying that. Trying to get us to believe your trashy story and love on you and say, oh, Meghan is so great. She's so pretty. She's a queen. She's this and she's that. And no one sees that. Even the people that are divided now. Remember I said in the beginning that they were divided. We were divided when Meghan had that Megxit. Now more and more people believe that there is something sinister about her. Sinister.
Aunt Wallace and her wallet are about as welcome as a skunk at a garden party.
Fire in the hole!
Fire in the hole. Get it, George. Come on now.
What's going on, everybody? It is so good to be back. I've been away for 2 weeks recovering from my accident.
Uh-oh, a motorcycle
I feel stronger and
accident?
better than ever. I got fury in the belly and fire in the soul. And it's because of you. Thank you to every one of you for your warm wishes and all your messages. They made the time fly.
Beautiful.
You know what's funny, I noticed? That in these 14 days, nothing's changed with Meghan and Harry.
And nothing ever will change.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing's changed.
Waking up.
The world's been waking up, but there's no change. The royal family expunged Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with one swift move. I think they removed them off the, of course they've been removing them off the website, like 1, 2, 3. No, Meghan and Harry is becoming this household name of Loserville. It really is. It really, really is. Watch how George the Giant Slayer just run through them. Nothing will change. Meghan is still up to her regular shenanigans, her regular drama to stay relevant. Meghan knows she has to stay relevant. She can't go quiet. If she does, then myself won't say anything about her, and then she'll lose her steam, her drama fame that she has, and go into obscurity. Like he said, expired. Expired. The scam jam didn't work out. The jam is in a jam. It didn't work out. It's not working out. It's not. It's not. It was a gimmick. It looked like some type of gimmick. Like, really? Jam of all things? I think I would have tried to come out with a lipstick or some lotion or something, or some perfume, but some jam? That's how we know that she's a D-lister. Because before Harry, she didn't have nothing going on. We know that. But now, even with Harry, she doesn't have anything going on. She don't. She's got jam going on. How exciting is that?
And the palace started deleting the D-listers from their digital history books.
On the royal website, they removed the information that in 2016, Harry sent this very, very angry letter to the press to say that they were being racist towards Meghan and disturbing her.
Since Meghan and Harry have been together, all Harry has been trying to do is try to protect his wife from the whine-a-thon that she's got going on. That's all she does is whine, complain. And if anybody that is ready to listen, Meghan is here to tell you how bad she's been treated by the press, by the royal family, by YouTubers, by everyone. She's got a list. And all she does is running around whining and crying about nothing. When she gets on TV, she's crying. I was harassed when I was bullied during the time I was pregnant with Archie and Lilibet. No, you wasn't. You was not bullied. You wasn't bullied by the media, and you wasn't bullied by anyone. Yes, there are going to be some people that just don't like you and detest you and will have something to say. But there wasn't this crusade or this big army going around trashing her and bullying her. No. We were talking, if anything, we were trying to see if was the bump real? Was the baby bump real? Or was it one of those pillow things? Meghan has not sit down and did a real interview with anyone, because if she did, then all of this stuff will come out and she'll look like an idiot. So she tries to control what comes out. When the Women's Day retreat, when she was doing the Influence Day, that was a bunch of crap. Yes, I just don't understand. It's just really vitriol the way women are attacking other women. Like, I can't believe that the people on the executives, the women that are executives on the YouTube platform, are not trying to get rid of channels like myself. The reason why is because it's free speech and we can talk about what we want to talk about. And it just so happens to be about her and her debacleness. But her coming out on the royal stage saying that does draw attention to those and say, who's harassing her on the YouTube? No, Meghan just doesn't want to be called out in her BS. Back to Harry protecting her and trying to make sure she's okay at every turn. I know I'm showing these nails off. At every turn. He went to court. He did 6 court cases. 6 for Meghan. Because she was whining and crying. She whined and cried her way out of the royal family, talking about running from the media. You can't run from the media, and you can't run from people's opinion. And so her leaving the royal family and lying, because she lied and said that she was stepping down. Why? Why did you step down? What was the reason? Because they fed you to the wolves? No, they didn't. They treated her like a princess. But since she's never been a princess and don't know what it's about, she didn't know how to receive it. She doesn't know. She didn't. Because all in her brain, the whole time Meghan was over there in the UK, all she could think about was getting back to the United States so she could make some jam. And all Harry has been doing is being her bodyguard. They're messing with her. I didn't know my family was racist. No, it's unconscious bias. You know, my father was never there for me. Stupid stuff like that. And how his mother's death is affecting him worse than his brother, William. Because he was smaller than him when it happened, when his mother passed away. The excuses that they come up with is unbelievable. Let's get back.
And that was when they met. In fact, it was interesting. In 26, very angry.
When they met, Meghan was already whining and crying and telling Harry, "They messing with me. They're messing with me." Oh, whining like a whiner. No one likes whiners. No one likes someone that's going to sit around and whine and complain about how they being mistreated. A multi-millionaire with a prince, and now she's a princess, but she's whining and crying about how I was lonely and I was suicidal. She wasn't suicidal. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. She hasn't mentioned suicide since the Oprah and the docuseries. Come on, Meghan. Left eye, left tear. Let's go. Crying. Remember she was crying at the Queen's funeral? Faking it. Just a fakeness. Like she cared about the Queen. No, your actions show that you care. And it showed that you didn't care about Philip. You didn't care about the Queen. You didn't care about your husband. First of all, you didn't care about your husband. If you cared enough about your husband, you wouldn't have mistreated his family this way and still have it going on, this rift. And we are supposed to believe that it's their fault. And they aren't saying anything to Meghan. They are allowing her to make a fool out of her own self. Like George the Giant Slayer said, she has expired. That's going to be my title.
Letter.
And Angela Livin is always coming out telling us how Harry is always protecting Meghan. And I get that. Men are supposed to protect their wives. But that's not the case here. Meghan makes up lies and then wants Harry to come to her rescue to fix it. But it's really disgusting. It really is. Because you can see it. She whined her way into the royal family, out of the royal family, and she's still whining. She's a victim. She's a blame-a-thon victim. But she doesn't see that how she has made people victims. She has victimized people. Oprah Show.
to the press to say that they were being racist towards Meghan and disturbing her.
They were being racist towards Meghan. They were being racist towards Meghan. The media. Then if that's the case, then the media is racist to all black people in the world because they didn't single her out. No, if someone writes a story about Meghan, Meghan takes it to another level, especially when it's not a puff piece. If it ain't, oh, Meghan's wonderful, but oh, Spotify just kicked her to the curb. Then she wants to come out and say, they're bullying me. They're saying things about me. They're messing with me. No, they're telling the truth. And the truth hurts. No, Angela.
It was interesting. In 2016, I went to see him, and I was told by one of his aides, be very, very careful, because he's just written a letter, and he's terrified that Meghan's going to leave him.
That's just one piece of the...
He's terrified that Meghan's going to leave him. He should have let her leave. Did he? That's that stupid stuff. Because Harry should have known better that Meghan wasn't going anywhere. She needed him. She needed him for fame and fortune. And for this right now, for George to be talking about her and for me to be talking about her. She was never leaving him. All he had to do was get a backbone and said, okay, then this isn't going to work. And how she was going to crawl right back up in there. She was never going to not marry him. She was never, if nothing else, she was trying to rush the marriage. She wasn't going to leave you. She threatened to leave him. I'm going to leave you, Harry, if you don't have your opinion, if they don't retract this. I'm going to leave you, Harry. I'm going to leave you, Harry. This doll right here on this fan, no, and she ain't even real, no, that Meghan wasn't going to leave Harry. So I don't know why he was running around scared. And even to this day, she can't leave. No, the relationship is in the toilet. They're not getting along. It's not going peachy peachy.
Puzzle. To get a view of the entire picture, you just have to look at the fact that what events weren't the Meghans invited to? For the second year in a row, the couple wasn't invited to Trooping the Colors. That's the King's official birthday celebrations. On top of that, despite what Harry says to the contrary, he wasn't invited to his best friend's wedding. That's Archie's godfather, the Duke of...
They're not being invited to places because they don't know how to act. Because they bring drama. Because they're controversy. Because they're losers. They're not being invited to places because they bring too much drama. You know how you had that family member or that friend that hangs around and you scared to invite them because you know that they're going to start some stuff? That's Meghan. I know if we invite her to this event that she is going to, bring it. Bring the drama. And then later on, she wants to tell us that, oh, I was being bullied. Some kind of way she was bullied. Why is she looking on social media anyway? If they were bullying her, I don't believe it. But like Tyler Perry said, not that I'm giving him any props or anything, quit watching it, quit looking at it. I believe that maybe she have watched one of my videos, maybe just one, because she nosy like that. She want to know what we're saying about her. She do. And she doesn't like it. She doesn't like what I'm saying. She doesn't like the truth. Meghan likes to lie. She doesn't like the truth. I've never known anybody that lies as much as Meghan lies. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I don't know where I left off, but ooh, it's hot and she sleeps. So I'm not gonna try to talk so loud because I woke her up last time and we don't need that, do we? I hope you lovely people are having a good time. I hope you're enjoying my video. Excuse me. It really means a lot to me. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Please share Okay, let's get back to George.
Westminster marriage to Olivia Hanson.
Who isn't going to go is Harry, because, he says he doesn't want to make a fuss there and disturb everybody, but I don't think he's...
So the wedding, the royal wedding, the one that William is going to, George's godfather, Harry doesn't want to make a fuss. He doesn't want to go because he doesn't want to make a fuss. So they're trying to tell us that it's not that he wasn't invited. It's the fact that he doesn't want to go because of the drama between him and his family. No, you was never invited. And number two, they decided not to invite you because you and your wife bring drama to the situation. And so instead of inviting you and you guys coming up there trying to take over and ruin the bride's moment, because Meghan does that. Should I give you an example? When she was pregnant and went to Eugenie's wedding and let everybody know that she was pregnant at that time, you don't do that. You don't take the spotlight off of someone else's. And she purposely wore something to Eugenie's wedding to make her look like she was pregnant. The baby bump. But no, you're not invited because you and your wife have a whole bunch of crap going on. She is a piece of work, Harry. And so, unfortunately, since you're married to this Jezebel, you're not going to be able to come to the wedding of the century. As a matter of fact, the wedding has already went down and he totally was not invited. And he wasn't invited because he has one of them people, like them wives that, you know how you got a group of friends and you don't like to invite one person because they always bring drama. That's Meghan.
He's had an invitation.
Friends say he's not the same Harry. He doesn't look the same Harry. He looks constantly, sad and a different kind of person. Don't forget, he was our most popular royal.
Wow. He doesn't even look like Harry. He's sad. He's depressed. And I'm saying depressed because anytime you're sad and looking like you're not even here, it's something. He's miserable with that woman. Why he was worried about her leaving? Because she was never going anywhere. I could have told him that. Harry, no matter what you do or what you say, she ain't giving this up. This is her meal ticket. This is her ticket to where she's always wanted to be. And she doesn't want Harry to have the spotlight. She wants the spotlight. That's why she's branding herself separate from her husband so she can come out and be bigger than them. It's almost like this. I just need an opportunity to be seen or be heard. This is me unfiltered. And then that way you can get a glimpse of who I am and fall in love with me and like me and stop liking my husband and his family. Because I'm the important one here, not them. And I just needed this platform to be able to do that. No, Harry looks miserable. He's depressed. He's sad. He's homesick. He misses his family. He misses his country. He misses everything about it. And it's starting to get to him. But ain't nothing he can do about it but just sit there and take it. Sit there and deal with the dramatization that he married. He married a dramatization. I had some quiche. I made some quiche, guys. It is so good. It's sausage and cheese and onions. Oh, so delish. I wish I could share it with you.
We all adored Harry. And he has totally had a total personality change since meeting Meghan. He doesn't want to be a working royal.
He's had a total personality change. Okay? She said it. I've been saying it and saying it. This ain't the Harry that we know. This isn't the same Harry. Harry would never treat the Queen this way. He would never treat his brother with disrespect. She told him to put that in the book. She told him to write that about the fight. She told him to talk about Catherine. She, the one, told him to do what he needed to do so his book could do what it did. Sell, sell, sell. He's miserable. His personality has changed. He's not the same Harry that anybody used to know. You don't know this Harry, UK. This Harry that you think that you know and try to explain to me, this is a whole new Harry. Harry's in a whole new world because he's never been in this kind of a situation where it's just drama and negative and nasty and trashy. How do you trash the whole family? All of them. That's how I know there is something sinisterly wrong with Meghan. Because how in the world do you ghost everyone in your family? Everyone. Not one person is their friend. And Eugenie and Beatrice don't count. They don't.
Anymore. He's left the country. The way he has talked about his father, he doesn't realise what he's doing.
The way he has talked about his father, he doesn't understand what he's doing. He does understand what he's doing. He's burning his bridges. He's burning relationships. He's burning his connection, that connection he did have with his father at some point. He's crushed that. Why has he done that? Whose fault is it? Can we get to the bottom of it? Isn't it Meghan that's keeping that relationship divided and divisioned? Keeping it divided and nasty and drama? I just talked about how every one time she steps in a room or goes somewhere or does something, it's drama gonna happen. They didn't go to the wedding because they didn't want any drama. No, you wasn't invited because you are drama.
And I just think he is not the same Prince Harry that we knew and loved, Nana.
It's like I was saying, the world is wisening up. They're waking up faster than Meghan and Harry can make excuses.
They are.
And now they're
waking up because every time they wake up, their popularity keeps going down. It keeps shrinking. That list that they're on, it's not getting better. Just because she came out with a website, it didn't bring her popularity up. Just because she started making some scam jam didn't bring her popularity up. It keeps crumbling. It keeps getting bulldozer over because people know who she is now. They see it. You can see it with the family element. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. My battery was dying. I told you guys I was talking to Sam the other day on the phone and she, it hung up on her. Oh, another thing too, and I know this is random. I did a tutorial on my hair and I did it for my members and I'm going to repost it. I don't know what's going on with my members page, but I'm hopefully in the next week or so that we clear everything up with that and we're back on track. Because I don't know what's going on and I don't really know how to get in contact with YouTube other than email them if it continues. But anyway, I got my crown on. This is an homage of my 6,000 subscribers. Mwah. I love your kind words. I love that you have such nice things to say. But I love your comments, so keep them coming, especially since this video is a little long. Let's keep going. Let me let George get to the meat.
The pair of posers back to the D-list bin. there's some good news for the California couple. Now they're going to have a lot more time on their hands to spend with their rescue chickens, all while they watch fresh new round of roast from Hollywood.
Meghan Markle and Prince Hank, we have a new company, and it's called something very, not ostentatious. Oh, yeah, it is. American Riviera Orchard Jelly. It's just jelly?
That's a mouthful, and I'm not talking about the jelly.
You know what I think is an easier one? That's my jam. That's not bad, right?
That's all right.
That's my jam. It's quicker.
I would have named it, They Hate Me Because I'm Mixed Race Jelly.
They hate me because I'm kind of a princess jelly.
They wouldn't give me a therapist when I needed it, jelly.
The Meghans are being schooled by life that actions have consequences, that friendships...
Here's the deal with that therapist thing when she said she called Human Resources to see if she can get help. Remember that stupid stuff? She sound like, when she want to sound dumb, she sounds dumb. But when she want to sound intelligent, she still sounds dumb. Like, I called Human Resources and they didn't have anything for me, and I didn't know what to do. You BS, girl. Don't BS us. You know, if you were having a hard time, she knew where she needed to go to get some help, or call or 911 or something like that. If they were in that kind of a dire straits, because Meghan was suicidal, especially pregnant, and then they call the home office and say, you know, we need some help. That makes Harry look stupid. First of all, Harry, you shouldn't have had her calling, but she didn't, because that was a lie. But why in the world would you call Human Resources? That's why I know that she treated Harry's family like a business. She didn't treat Harry like a family. Like this is my new family. She treated it as a business. I called Human Resources to see if they could help me with my mental health. No, why you didn't pick up the phone and call Harry's therapist and say, look, I ain't feeling too good. Can you have a chit chat with me? Harry said he called his therapist after his brother whooped his tail with that dog bowl. But you couldn't call one for Meghan? It doesn't sound right. The story just sounds discombobulated. Because why would you walk in somewhere needing a psychiatrist? If you had issues before you got married, then maybe you shouldn't have got married. Maybe you should have waited a while to see, oh, wait a minute, am I going to be okay in the royal family? You rushed the wedding. First of all, you rushed it. You rushed it. You hurried up and got married before they found you out and said, look, Harry, she can't come in here. She wasn't going nowhere. She was going to marry Harry while he was worried and concerned and she was going to leave him. That's that stupid stuff. She ain't going nowhere. She need you. You are her ticket to Jamathon. Obviously, that's what we've been waiting on for 6 years, for her to brand herself. After all this time, it wasn't a TIG 2.0. It was some jam.
Any true commitment, that family relationships require genuine love and affection, not invoices to pretend to care. And to succeed at business, it requires brass, hard work, real brains, and not just big egos. It's not moving forward. Meghan Markle's new business, American Riviera Orchard, already in trouble.
Yeah, this is what happens. She creates something, throw it out there, see if it's going to work. And then when it doesn't work, she's done with it. 40 by 40. Let's throw that out there and see if that's going to work. Oh, okay. Archie will. Let's throw that out there. The podcast. Let's throw that out there and see if that's going to work. Me talking about myself all day. Now the Jamathon. Ain't no more jam. She ain't sending it to nobody. It is now moving forward. Meghan, it is not moving forward. Meghan, new business, American Riviera Orchard, already in trouble after jam fiasco. What was the fiasco? Sitting in the gym and expecting people to say, oh, look, Meghan sent me some jam, a D-lister, a person that just got married into the royal family is running around making some jam. It's shocking. And that's why Americans and a lot of us don't take her seriously. They are jokes. They are jokesters. How are you going to go from being a princess at some point to now making some jam in the backyard and sending it to your friends? What was she going to do? Get a mass production of jelly?
Let's go. It's been 3 months since Meghan showed off her black ball gown on the back patio and launched another rebranding opportunity.com. Or as she calls it, American Riviera Orchard. But since then, we have new reports that states that the failed marketing campaign over 90 days caused she who must be obeyed to seek comfort in the arms of her ginger handbag over what she calls unfair criticism over her company.
Apparently, she is devastated at what she's calling a lackluster reception.
I didn't see that one coming, no.
I'm not surprised.
She's disappointed in who? Are you disappointed in us, in the world? Disappointed in yourself? Disappointed in what? Who are you disappointed with? Are you disappointed in yourself because you thought that you were going to make some stupid jam and then everybody was going to be like, oh, I want a bottle, want some, and nobody has? It's just like that mushroom commercial, tea commercial. It's that stupid stuff.
Criticism, considering, as I said, you decided to reveal.
She looked like an idiot walking around in a ball gown outside her house, picking flowers. What? This is her. This is Meghan making this stuff up as she go. What is she doing out there looking like an idiot? That's an idiot moment right there. Look at it. Hey, everybody, I'm in my ball gown running around looking for flowers or jam. She look like an idiot. What is she doing with a ball gown on at home, walking around?
And just days after your sister-in-law revealed her cancer diagnosis, and of course, you're going to send us dog shampoo and various branded...
Meghan didn't care. This was all around the time that Catherine came out and said she had cancer. Meghan thought this was be the best time to launch her Orchard Riviera Jam. She didn't care. She's not putting nothing on hold for anyone. She's not saying, well, since my sister-in-law is not feeling well, maybe I can postpone launching this. As a matter of fact, it just looks like she does it on purpose. She needs attention. She's losing the attention. But she needs it really, really bad. Because she's fading in the distance. She's expired. Don't nobody care anymore. There's nothing intriguing going on with her that we want to see. People that have formed their opinion about Meghan have formed their opinion. And let me tell you something, 90% of them, 90% of the world don't care. I really do believe that. About the jam, about Harry and Meghan's relationship, about what's going on with the gruesome twosome. Don't nobody care no more because they're boring. It took, I haven't done a video in 2 weeks. And I'm hoping I keep going because I really don't have nothing else to say about her. I really don't. She's despicable. She really is. She's like, excuse me, but this is how I see her. She's like that gum in the bottom of your shoe, you know, that you're trying to get off, but you can't, and it's irritating. And you just keep trying to get it off, and you're trying to get it off, but you can't. That's Meghan. That's what's going on right now. She on the bottom of my shoe. Lisa, go.
Products including tea towels and potentially jam.
Meghan has bigger problems to worry about. She can't find a CEO to run her company, a chef to cook for her, or customers to buy her products. Now, you can call it what you like. Some will say it's karma, Newtonian physics, or universal justice balancing the scales. But in my opinion, this is exactly what happens when a couple tries to hijack the headlines 2 days after Princess Catherine's cancer diagnosis was announced to the world.
Hijack.
I think she's finding it much more difficult than she thought. I think she would sail in and everybody would think it was wonderful, which I think she does a lot about herself.
Now, Meghan's hurt feelings over her business are nothing compared to her fury over everyone's reaction to a speech given by the First Lady of Nigeria.
You know, we see the way they dress. They keep forgetting that Nigeria, we are beautiful. The moment you can see what they showcase on the stage, I said we are fashionable. We see what is going on. You know, we are not having a Met Gala. And everyone, their nakedness is just everywhere. And the men are well clean.
She said the nakedness is just everywhere. She said that we're not at the Met Gala. She said she came over here with nakedness everywhere. It was just disrespectful, disgusting, and nasty. That Meghan came over here naked. Like she was at the Met Gala.
So we have,
and the First Lady is beautiful.
Said we are fashionable. We see what is going on. You know, we are not having a Met Gala. And everyone, their nakedness is just everywhere. And
the nakedness is just everywhere. Just everywhere. This ain't the Met Gala where everybody just walking around naked. Boobs out, butt out, see-through stuff, just all kinds of stuff you see at the Met Gala. And Meghan walked over there thinking that this was her moment. This is my moment to dress up and change clothes and merch and just do what I do best. Think about nobody but yourself. Self, me, 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 me. It's the me, me show. Yeah. Just tell it, lady Nigeria. Tell her what?
Men are well clothed, so we have to do something. Tell them the way it is. We don't accept nakedness in our culture.
We do not accept it. It is not acceptable. Hello? So all this stuff about the Lady of Nigeria coming out retracting anything is a bunch of hoopla. I didn't hear her say it. I don't remember her name being signed on no piece of paperwork. She meant what she said. She said what she said. She told Meghan she came over there naked and it wasn't pretty. You ain't at the Met Gala. And the nakedness is just nasty.
That is not beautiful.
That ain't beautiful. That ain't sexy. It ain't beautiful. It don't look good. You walking around with clothes that match your skin. Look at her. Naked. That ain't beautiful. That ain't cute, Meghan. That ain't cute. Changing clothes. Changing every 5 seconds. Into going from one nakedness to the next.
It's not beautiful at all.
It's not beautiful.
Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa?
Meghan, why did you come here looking like that in Africa? Why did you come here looking like that? That's what she said. Why did you come over here looking the way you did? Disrespecting yourself. And making everybody over there cringe.
Crystal clear. The speech that she just gave has no confusion in it. Basically, you had the First Lady of the Republic of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, call out the phonies in Hollywood, the cult of showing skin instead of character, and dress down Meghan for the way she dressed, or didn't dress. As I was researching this, the first thing I did was I Googled.
Remember when she was talking about how she was dressing on No Deal or Deal and talking about how she felt degraded and all that other stuff? Well, why did you go over there to Nigeria dressing like that? You wasn't feeling degraded then? We thought it was okay to walk around like that. Okay.
What is the dress code for men and women in Nigeria?
He looked it up.
And one word kept popping up. One thing. Modesty. Modesty is generally valued in Nigerian culture, and both men and women may dress modestly, especially in more conservative environments. It's common for women to cover their shoulders and avoid overly revealing clothing. Put that statement together with a video that we just saw, plus the pictures that came out of the Nigerian trip and showed how Meghan dressed, and the message is simple and straight to the point. Nigeria appears to have a traditionally conservative-based culture. Yet that very same speech we just heard was turned on its head when the senator's office sent an email clarifying her comments, meaning backpedaling, to the AFP. The First Lady did not comment on the Duchess's attire.
No, yes, she did.
They don't want to be like, even they are mimicking and trying to emulate film stars from America. They don't know where they come from. Why did Meghan?
They're trying to, like she said, you're not in Hollywood. You're not in Hollywood. You didn't, listen, you're not in Hollywood. We're not in Hollywood. You're over here in Nigeria, just what he read. Modesty, covered up, clothed. She went over there naked and thought it was cute. And the First Lady did not retract anything. I don't believe it. She said what she had to say. She talked about how naked Meghan was, how it wasn't beautiful, and you're not at the Met Gala, and you came over here like that.
Come here looking for Africa.
Tinubu's office also said her comments had been taken out of context.
No.
Tell them the way it is. We don't accept nakedness in our
Telling
country.
it the way it is.
She meant Meghan appreciates the people we are, and hence her coming here. At no point did she say anything about Meghan's dressing. Basically, what they're trying to do is they're saying, ignore what your eyes saw and your ears heard, and get with the program.
There it is. Ignore what you heard. Ignore what you saw with your own eyes and your own ears. Now you're trying to tell me that's not what she said. You can never take that back, what the First Lady said. She said it, we heard it, and it's there. So Meghan them needs to stop trying to, kick the First Lady's information or what she said out the door as if she didn't say it. That, you know what, it's just like when she went on the Oprah show and said that the family was racist, and then Harry turned around and said, no, we didn't say that. And we heard you. You insinuated and said that to the point everybody was asking. Are they racist? Are they racist? Are they racist? They had Iman, the Black Lives Matter lady, which I don't care for anymore. She always has an attitude. Every time you see her on a show or something like that, she has an attitude. And I'm just thinking, ooh, she may need to be on something.
Program. Accept the new narrative. It doesn't matter if you disagree with it.
I feel that the timing of it absolutely means that she was criticising the fact she said about Hollywood actresses coming here, the Met Gala, we're not the Met Gala. Again, I think that was a direct connection she was making to Meghan Markle.
I'd really love to hear your take on the situation. Share your thoughts in the comments down below.
Share your thoughts.
If you're enjoying the video, you find value in it, having a little bit of fun and getting some good information out of it,
hit subscribe, smash the like button, and share this with everyone, because I've been gone for 14 days. It's really going to help us get back in the algorithm. That means we can grow the channel again so your voices can be heard all over the world.
The fact is, Harry and Meghan are running out of road. So, of course, what do? Anytime they need to recharge their credit cards, they return back to doing what they do best. polluting the royal well.
We are hearing rumours that potentially Prince Harry might be releasing a second book, and if they do that, well, perhaps they'll be throwing themselves under the bus on that one.
Okay, can you imagine another book? What happened to Meghan and Harry saying that they was not going to trash the royal family anymore, and then turned right around? They said that they were done. Meghan's done. She's moving on. She's not dealing with the royal drama anymore. You brought the drama. And now you decide you don't want to do it no more. But now here, word on the street, there might be a second book. Sound like somebody's broke and the money is funny.
And none of it would be extremely ill-advised for Prince Harry.
I don't think it would do as good as the last one. And I also think they would be heavily scrutinized.
Harry to pen a second memoir, most critically for the new stress it would induce for his family, who are already ailing with serious health crises.
He doesn't care. Meghan doesn't care. Meghan doesn't care that Catherine has cancer and King Charles has cancer. Meghan's going to come out with her Orchard Riviera stuff. She's going to come out with all her to-dos, her jam-a-thon, her branding. And now she's going to come out. Word on the street is he might be making a second book. Of course, why would you make a book during a time when the family needs quiet and peace and healing? No, because Meghan doesn't care. If she cared, she wouldn't have put that stupid video out with her and Oprah during the time Philip was not feeling well and she knew he was sick. Oprah felt stupid when she got through with that video. That's why it ain't on her website anymore. But it's too late. It's too late to hide that crap.
Full book would further tank Harry's already languishing
reputation.
Public esteem.
Anytime they seem to get the opportunity, they look to simultaneously play both victims and victors. It just comes off as cringy. Whether it's every Hollywood new venture they do, any new business deal that they announce, it just...
They look like two whiny babies. That's what they do. They look like two whiny children that, you know, just can't get it together. Crying. What you crying for? She should... First of all, I would have still been in honeymoon blitz. But she worried about everything else. The drama of it all.
Makes them look that much more foolish and desperate.
Foolish and desperate.
More than that, their mantra of rules for thee but not for me makes them come across as hypocritical. And that is a bad look everywhere.
Finally, in their vapid existence, where on earth are they going to send their kids for school?
In exclusive, outrageously expensive schools. Sending their children to such prestigious institution completely exposes the frauds that Harry and Meghan are by perpetuating the very systems of privilege that they claim to expose, Nana.
He's absolutely right. Every action they take exposes Walmart Wallace and her wallet for who they are in the public's eye. Take the christening of Lilibet last year when she was 2 years old. You know, christening, regular occasion.
Oh, yeah, she got titles.
They brought in some of their heavy hitters from Tinseltown, a few fair weather friends, and they hired a gospel choir. Also, the choir could sing Happy Day in This Little Light of Mine. That soundtrack was from Harry and Meghan's wedding. Those same songs were sung when the two got hitched. So who was the celebration for it? The child or the egomaniacal parents?
Ooh.
Because that's the way Hollywood D-list celebrities act, not the way royal.
That's not how royals act. Meghan act like a celebrity. And now that I know that they act like that, I'm really turned off. Turned completely off.
Mine. But guess what? That soundtrack was from Harry and Meghan's wedding. Those same songs were sung when the two got hitched.
Always about Meghan and Harry. Singing songs and Happy Day and all of that on Lilibet's birthday. It's about Lilibet. Kara's birthday is coming up in July. We're throwing a big, pretty bash for her. It's about her. It's about what she wants. It's not about what I want.
So who was the celebration for it? The child or the egomaniacal parents.
The egomaniacal
parents. Celebrities act, not the way royals live.
Celebrity and royal service, Nana, couldn't be more divergent. Celebrity, of course, is about opulence and being famous for its own sake. Royalty is about country, history, values, culture, humility,
ethics, and
decorum, service, and duty.
Now, for the birthday bash for their 3-year-old little girl this year, the couple didn't send invitations out to any of their royal family members. Yet somehow, Meghan found the time to write a thank you note to Nigeria's ruler for throwing them a fake royal tour and allowing them 3 days of a cash grab in his country. Yet she didn't write one single kind word to her little father, at least as not as far as the public is aware. So now the picture is getting clear. Why so many people are walking away and tuning out the Montecito Magpies. Walking
away and turned off from the two wannabe posers. It's disgusting. They've created their own ruin. They've created this for themselves. They ruined it for themselves.
View every shiny thing in their sight as theirs by divine right. Take, for example, Daniel Martin. That's been Meghan's makeup artist for several years. We just found out now that over 24 months ago, he headed for greener pastures, running away as far and as fast as he can from the delusional diva.
Wow.
Tie that news together with what we heard from Netflix, how they just recently... That's been Meghan's
her makeup artist. Is Meghan's makeup artist Daniel Martin ditches her for Hollywood stars? ? Duchess' best friend hasn't worked with her in 2 years and says she did her own makeup on Nigeria tour. Yeah, well, whatever. Who cares?
For several years. We just found out now that over 24 months ago, he headed for greener pastures, running away as far and as fast as he can from the delusional diva.
Running.
Tie that news together with what we heard from Netflix, how they just recently crowned the Beckhams as the new king and queen of the ratings. Compared to Harry and Meghan's most popular series, Megflix, which just came in ranked as 212th series in the world. I don't foresee a future where Netflix is going to be renewing their contract come 2025. Then right at the very same time, you have King Charles honor David Beckham in another way.
Do you guys...
As if he was sending a very specific message.
They were losers last year. Now this year... She came out with this big, website and, jamathon. But it was nothing. It was nothing. And then, here we go, silence. Nothing. She has nothing to offer anyone. We're not going to feel anything like she told us we was going to feel something. It is over. Come on, George.
That loyalty is rewarded, love is honored, and disrespect is disavowed and disowned.
All right, well, on June 1st, the King's Foundation announced that David Beckham has signed on as an ambassador. King Charles established the charity as the Prince of Wales in 1990 to create improved communities where people, places, and the planet can harmoniously coexist.
I think that pretty much sums up where the has-beens rank in the Crown's eyes versus the Beckhams. It also signifies, at least to me, how the palace is slowly and strategically pulling away from the posers.
I think the royal family have seen straight through it. Don't trust much that they say. Get worried it'll end up in newspapers or books or wherever on television shows. And I think the royal family have pulled back and shown a bit of distance.
Forget for the moment the fact that Harry and Meghan are quietly being deleted from the palace's digital history books. This week, an insider from the palace decided to highlight the fact that information exists that Meghan bullied staff.
Buckingham Palace has a safe full of bullying accusations made against Meghan Markle, according to a former member of staff. Is it true or is it...
It's true. They have a bullying report locked up in a vault at the palace so no one can see, protecting Meghan, which they shouldn't be. Now, I'm with Paulo on that. They need to... And I know that the aides don't want anyone to know, so the Sussex squads won't be bullying them. But people need to know, because she's the one that's running around talking about she's being bullied. Lying. No, you're not being bullied. You're the bullier. You're the bully.
False. It is absolutely true.
I believe the crowd is sending a warning to the Montecito manipulators. Behave or more is coming. They're making their point very clearly, crystal clear, because we've had one news article after the other how King Charles and Prince William have been in discussions about how to strip the troublemakers of their titles. The king should stop hesitating. He should be talking about it with Parliament.
That's what Paula says. Paula says it is time. It is time to shut them down. That King Charles needs to do more. Remove their titles. Parliament needs to do something. But I don't know if they need to or not. All I know is that they're not doing good, Harry and Meghan, with their jam-a-thon, with their website, with all this stuff that they're trying to do, their fake royal tours. Even if they took the titles away from them, I think they're already at the bottom. That's what I'm trying to say.
This Privy Council. And stop listening to all the naysayers, the royal reporters and the writers and the press are saying it's going to make the crown look bad. It's going to make the monarchy look petty. Not at all. It's going to make the king look like he serves his people first.
Yes.
Like he loves his citizens first. Because I got to tell you, if anything I've learned in my life is that when you try to make everyone happy, you only end up making everyone miserable.
Right.
And there's no better time than right now, especially as Harry just won the right to pursue his security case in court. And then the man baby, what did he decide to do? Have his PR people announce it during the 80th commemorative celebrations for D-Day.
He doesn't care.
Now is the time to pull their titles.
On the day that we're remembering people who gave their lives to give us our liberty, you whinging ginger git, sorry, there you go, is going to go to court and make an announcement who I might be. It's not relevant. What's relevant is this country and people who fought today. He never gets it right.
One thing is certainly clear. The public are tired of being ignored about their feelings about the husband formerly known as Prince and his other half, his pride. So the BBC finally listened. And guess what? The people gave him an earful.
The Prince of Wales is on official duty today. Nothing on the headlines about him, but covering the ridiculous Meghan and Harry continuing privacy tour. It's absolutely ridiculous. Please stop using our money on covering this pair. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
He may be the son of the king, but they walked away. You don't feature Princess Anne when she's out working.
Right.
Or Prince Edward, Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. They're very rarely featured when they're working. Why is it necessary to feature the Duke and Duchess of Sussex?
The good news is the currency that Harry and Meghan had was all spent. And by currency, I mean the gossip they shared, the innuendos they made, the attacks they undertook in TV interviews. That's done. So if Harry ever wants to write another book like the rumors are going around, it's just going to turn out as another bad Hollywood sequel. The crown survived, and the kingdom will be here forever. Right now, you got a pair of hungry ego alerts that are nothing more than a pair of designer knockoffs. They might look fancy at a distance, but when you get laid up close, you see it's nothing more than frayed edges and cheap stitching. Put it in the wash, and it all falls apart.
Yep.
Now, if you enjoyed this video and found value in it, hit subscribe.
I'm going to hit like, George. I liked your video. This was awesome. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I know I went an hour. Kisses to all of you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts. Where do you think Meghan is right now? I mean, she's obviously, in my book, a loser. She's not doing well. The gym ain't doing good. Netflix is about to cut the cord. And Spotify, of course, has been gone. And Archetypes, where's her cooking class? Her cooking location thingy that she said she was going to do. In the kitchen cooking. She done went from a D-lister to a book writer to a princess, wannabe princess, to a philanthropist, an influencer, archetype person. I mean, you can't even keep up with the gimmicks. It's like a gimmick. And like just these things she tries to come up with to help her popularity. But doing things is not going to help you. You have got to get yourself on the ground and get in there and start holding yourself accountable for the BS that you have done. And then fix it. Fix the family element. But she's not. Kisses to all of you. Have a wonderful night. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe.